Thanks. So I'm curious, now Gabriel, how do you, in your worldview, how do you account for morality? Like, I think you said you not sure about whether you believe in God or you believe there is a God, but you don't have a religion.
I'm all about morals. But it's not about one thing. I need to get education on that so I understand what God is.
Yeah.
Or what Jesus is.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Ten Commandments at all?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, you think you've kept the Ten Commandments? Because that's the standard of morality, right?
That's 10. I mean, I probably follow 22 or more. Because as I go and learn, I created my moral books.
Yeah.
It's not about what is written in a book. Because we are the actual books.
Well, and it's interesting that the Bible is not only written down in a book, but it was written on stone tablets, and it was written on our hearts, because we know it's wrong to lie. For instance, like how many lies have you told in your life? More than 10? So you know in your heart that you're a liar, right? You got it. And you know that stealing's wrong, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So have you ever stolen anything?
Of course.
Okay. You're very.
Candy,
I believe. Yeah. So then you're a lying thief, right?
Right.
And have you ever used God's name in vain? That's kind of an interesting one. That's the third
commandment. We say Jesus Christ.
That's a form of it.
Why are we doing that?
Yeah. Why don't we say, oh, you bump your knee on a bench and go, oh, Buddha, or you stub your toe and go, oh, Muhammad, or whatever. You don't do it. We say Jesus. Or we say God, we use God's name as a curse. So blasphemy in the Old Testament, under the Old Covenant and Jewish Covenant, was death, stoning to death, when you use God's name in vain.
See, this is to me why it's kind of vaguious in a way, because I was raised and a Catholic.
Oh, okay.
It's all about Jesus and the priests. And the nuns.
That was my background too.
Sherman nuns.
Yeah.
And I end up hating them because it's not about Jesus or God.
Right.
It's about the monetary.
About religion.
If you're a wealthy kid, you're able to do it. My grandpa was a handyman for the school, so I was able to put me, quote unquote, in a wealthy religious school.
Right.
Which none of that was on my beliefs. But they trying to put the Bible and things that I don't want to do at that time.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a brainwash that was as a kid, and I'm not supporting that.
Yeah, because religion can, Jesus hated the religious leaders of the day because they were leading people to hell, really, because they were giving them a false religion, a false faith of do this and do that and you'll be good and you can starve widows, but as long as you tithe or whatever, make it up somehow, just all sorts of stuff like that. So here's the one that got me. See how you do it. Jesus said, "You've heard it said to them of old, do not commit adultery. But I say to you, whoever looks at a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with them in their heart." And do you think you've ever done that? Yeah, you got red blood running through your veins, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I'm gonna add something, a quote to that. Because,
sure, yeah.
Well, it's not a quote. I'm a friend of a friend, very good friend, which is a Bible reader. I mean, he was a priest. He knows every single chapter of the Bible. He studied the Bible, and today he's not priest anymore because he believed that the Bible, it was in a way, quote unquote, and don't get me down. I never followed. It was a big brainwash to believe.
He didn't believe it. Yeah.
A box.
Was he Catholic priest or?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because a lot of people, like the Bible talks about how many people will say that they're Christians, and they'll say they believe in Jesus, but Jesus is going to happen to have something to say with when they get to heaven. He's going to say, "Depart from me, I never knew you, you worker of lawlessness or iniquity." It's going to be a big surprise for religious people that think they're right with God, and they get there and they find out, so we call false converts or pretenders. People grow up in a Christian home, and then next thing you know, they're trans or they're LGBT or they're here at the abortion mill, and you go, what in the world? Why is a Christian here? Well, they're not a Christian. They've shown that they hate God and they hate people, so you can't hate your brother and and love God too.
People using cross, the crucifix. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up with that. I grew up with Italians. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking murders. You gotta fucking kill people.
Well, yeah.
Where did that happen?
Heavy metal devil music worshippers, they have crosses on their neck. Means nothing. Means nothing. It's actually a deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go across the street. I gotta just Google this to the girl.
Yeah.
Because it's all about getting educated. You know, and
Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it, Gabriel. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a man of fire. When it comes to this, I like to fire. I like to, educate.
Yeah.
In a way,
That's what we're doing here. We're educating on the horror of abortion.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I bet you they're gonna come and shake your hands.
Well, it's like the Holocaust. People that weren't aware of what was going on. They just saw the smoke from the death camps, the burning Jews. They're ashes of the Jews. Like, what's ashes? And until the Axis forces were crushed by the Allied forces, and they came in and they toured. They took people through the death camps, and people were like, "Oh, I can't believe it!" They saw the bodies. The clothes of the dead Jews and all that, and just in horror, sickened, saddened, and happening right on their watch, in their city, in their country. And much like the Holocaust in America, people don't want to see this. They just want, I don't want to hear about it, because out of sight, out of mind. But when you present a graphic image like this, a victim image of this is what goes on in there, but if it's hidden behind closed doors, I think they do. I think it's abortion. Even abortion is a softened term.
Baby.
What's that?
How about if it's someone who those people come to you and argue and say, well, how about if this was your baby? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably react a different way. They will probably thank you for doing what you're doing.
Maybe, Some people would, Some people would say,
somebody got hurt.
dig this. This is a really wicked thing people say to us often. They challenge us and say, well, how many kids have you adopted? Irrelevant. But that's what I say. But they'll say, we say, we'll adopt your baby. I'd rather kill my baby than have you adopt it. I'm like, how horrible is that?
Wow.
They hate me that much. They hate their baby that much that they would kill their baby rather than allow us to adopt it. And we will. We have a place we can take care of them, all that stuff. So it's not a bunch of fluff. But yeah, that's it. But the worst thing about it is not so much the babies dying. That's horrible enough. But it's people going to hell, because there is a real hell. As I was going to ask you about Hitler. That's why clearly when people think about Hitler, the horrible things that he did to. He and the Nazis did to the Germans and all sorts to the Jews and other people there. They were exterminating. What's that?
What do you think about Hitler?
Like,
what do you think he did?
I could probably talk all day, but he just a wicked, horrible, and I believe he was demon possessed as well.
You know who's sponsored?
I have no idea.
United States.
And again, we're talking about trust and knowing knowledge, and how do you know that type of thing. I've never heard that before, actually, in my whole life.
It's there.
Yeah, and so that's why I'd say, well, okay, that's interesting, Gabriel. I can't say you're wrong. I just say I've never heard of it before. And how do you know that's true?
You don't have to trust me. You can read it. It's there. You have to dig in it.
Yeah.
The best instrument.
One of those?
Doing this.
You get one of those?
Are you kidding me? Of course. No, I don't need that. I'm reading a lot, and I think it's great that you guys have the balls to be here.
To love babies? You think it takes courage to love babies?
Of course.
And love God and love Jesus?
Of course.
What about you? What's your stand on abortion? You think it's okay?
I'm against.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Yeah, that's great.
Because I know what's happening. When they got abortion, the mothers, they release. It's good that you have that camera.
Yeah, I try and record it. Well,
Did you record the camera?
Yeah, we had somebody just point a gun at us earlier, so yeah, they were just here. So, yeah, and this happens every once in a while. First time it's ever happened to us that we know of, anyway. That we've actually seen. So we reported it to the police right away, and they got here pretty quickly. So
I told the cops it was coming for courage like you do have
Oh yeah, we're ready to debate.
because you have courage, because you have knowledge. Whoever's
Yeah.
complaining is because they don't have the knowledge. Because if they go deep and read about what happened to each abortion,
Yeah.
what they doing with this baby, they're not dead. They're still alive. Most of them, they're still alive.
God will give them justice.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
beyond God.
Yeah.
What is happening to these poor humans? They don't have any to say because I've been handling to who knows where I'm going. They
Yeah.
do trafficking,
Yeah. Yeah.
organ trafficking,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
child trafficking, and these people they don't know.
Making dreams out of dead babies so you can actually understand them.
Oh, that drain of
Yeah.
adrenaline, I think it is. Adrenal something. They make it the skin better for Hollywood actors,
Mm-hmm.
politicians.
Oh yeah, Kim Kardashian's face is covered with dead children.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and the reason why you don't see them anymore because
Howdy,
they're
folks.
How you doing, man?
What is it that you think this business does?
You don't know?
Oh, no, I'm asking you.
Why would we be here if we didn't know? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you answering a question with a question? Like,
Because you're trying to debate me into something, but
I'm just asking you a question.
they murder babies here. They provide
No,
abortion
they
baby, abortion pills so women can murder their babies. Now they don't do surgical abortions right here that I know of, although they lie all the time, so they could be doing it and not saying it on their page. It could be a secret thing.
Sure.
But yeah, because they moved surgical abortions to Medford, and then they had an abortion mill, a doctor up here that was doing abortions up on the hill here. So are you for abortion or against abortion?
let me ask you this. Are you for postnatal care?
Oh yeah, love the babies, love
Are
everyone.
you for, like, early childhood education? Are you for...
Oh yeah,
are you
yeah.
For,
We're for women's rights.
Interesting.
Yeah, for babies'
Well,
rights.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That is very
Now,
cool.
now let me define women's rights. That women should
That's
be
a
able
very
to
bold
vote.
statement to make as a dude.
Yeah, and so
Very cool.
we're actually for the
Interesting.
women's rights that are in the womb, right? Women's rights that are in the womb. Are you
Yeah.
why the racist statement? I mean, you're white. That sounds kind of hypocritical. Yeah. So what you need to do, sir, and that's not an argument. You seem like you had some sort of intelligent conversation going, but you seem to have abandoned that with stupidity.
Back to media reformer.
Yeah, I guess.
He thinks that we think women are just housewives and got no rights. No, we think it's wrong. We believe in women's rights. Obviously, you can't kill women when they're growing in their mother's belly.
no one. You cannot kill anyone.
Yeah.
It's alive.
Yeah.
They always say, "Oh, lock up the rapist to kill the child." Why not
Right.
kill the rapist? Let the child live. It's not the child's fault. My aunt is alive because of rape. My other aunt, she's alive because of rape and incest. So
Right,
she's
right.
an incestual rape, a result of both. She has quality of life. She's got immunity to kill. She's got a good job. That doesn't justify you're going to have a miserable, terrible life. And 9 months of what might be burdensome to a young age is worth far better than a lifetime of regret knowing your child was dismembered and placed back together in a petri dish in front of you, and it was done by your will. Women aren't innocent.
These people don't know. He is clueless.
Yeah.
And this is not gonna take it too long. This is the one of the best moments in our human history because everything is coming through
Fruition.
fruition,
Mm-hmm.
and little by little, a lot of people are waking up because they need to know what happened. And if you release the whole information, what really is true, they will kill each other. They will, it will be like a civil unrest. And
Yeah.
little by little, not that long from now, they're gonna start release more information, and some of this stuff is gonna come through, and they're not gonna be able to believe to the point that they might be gonna go to the government and say, what are you guys doing? What are you supporting this?
Yeah.
But they don't know, so it's worthless to get into an argue because you're trying to educate that person, but he takes offensive that you're trying to bully your knowledge,
Yeah.
whatever it is. You
Yeah.
can talk about Jesus. You can talk about anything.
We're saying our opinion is right. That's what
Right,
we're doing.
right, exactly.
Because we have
Freedom of
facts behind
speech,
our
man.
opinion.
I mean, freedom
Yeah.
of speech.
Yeah, yeah.
It's part of our constitution.
Yeah.
But they don't know nothing better. So I'm really glad that you guys doing this because you're gonna get a lot of heat out of this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's okay.
Good to get you. So my name's John, by the way.
John, Gabriel.
Gabriel, nice to
Yes,
meet you. Like the
yes.
angel.
The angel, yes.
Yeah. Do you have a faith that you depend on or belong to?
Whatever it is that our Creator
Mm-hmm.
is. What is.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna be able to put a name because the knowledge that I gained so far, I believe that every single book that it is being written for humankind is a lie. So it can be Sean, not gonna be Jesus, can be, but it is a God. It is some sort of creator.
Do you believe like there's an after, like a heaven and a hell, or what's your take on that?
Don't.
Uh-huh.
No, I believe that we come here to learn.
What about what Jesus said?
I don't know if it was true because I don't know. See, like I can prove that in 2023, 3 guys was on the corner
Right.
because I saw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
If you're trying to sell me something from yesterday, I gotta go and search, and I don't know what is Google posting in there saying that this is true, even if it's a book.
Do you believe George Washington was the president of the United States?
I don't know.
First president.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you would have 99.9% of people that go, yeah, obviously.
For
Because all
sure,
this-
but we're talking about 200 years,
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
right? We're talking about Jesus. We're talking about 2,000, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
the evidence, that the documented evidence is there with even unbelieving Roman soldiers and Roman citizens who wrote about these wacko Christ followers who follow around people. It's very insulting, but what it is it verifies of a true Jesus of Nazareth who was crucified under the Roman governor of Judea, Pontius Pilate, a real historical person, that there was truly a Jesus of Nazareth that he handed over to be crucified by his own people's witnesses.
for sure.
Now you have to go, the deeds he did, the miracles he did, are those shown to be true or not? Well, you have the unbelieving Pharisees, the Jews of his time, that verify Jesus did miracles. You know how you can truly know is they say, they didn't deny that he did miracles, but they say he did them by witchcraft. He said the power of God. Because they hated him.
Okay.
So
Right.
there's all these
He
things.
hated. Right. It's a hate person, right?
Yeah.
That's what we believe. We don't believe in
I believe in that. I
Like,
believe
do you
in
think
that.
there's punishment like for like say Hitler? You know who Hitler was, the
Yeah.
Holocaust. What do you think happened to him? I mean, you know he died, right?
Yeah.
Is he in
we
heaven
believe-
or hell? What do you
we
think?
believe that I don't know where he was. He was next door when I grew up. So I mean,
Yeah.
he was in South America.
Right, we believe hell because Jesus taught of an eternal hell.
This is what I know. And it happened like maybe when you was a child, you was being bullied, right? And you go to your parents and say, "Oh, you're on your own. I cannot do anything with that." So you go to your friends, I cannot get involved in that. They're gonna bully me too. So you left it alone. You got the best intention to be a child, to be a human, to be whatever, and speak out. But anytime you speak up, somebody hits you or whatever,
Yeah,
or they crucify you in a way, you becoming this corner kid, not able to function because everybody's against you, and you don't know. Well, the way they see Jesus, it was a guy who was a really good intentions. I don't know about the magic and the witchcraft, but I know that it was a guy who was being bullied for power, from power. People who was a lot of power. If you read about the Caesarians, you read here about the Caesarians.
Hey.
The Caesarians, it
Happy
was
ways.
another type of Jewish that have to move away from Jerusalem to Ukraine, and they become in this. They cannot say they were Jewish, so there was. I'm sorry, they cannot say they was Caesarian. They have to say they was Jewish, so not be persecuted. Well, today we are dominated by them. If you read about what happened in Ukraine, people say, what is God? It is not such a thing. Because in Ukraine,
you're from Ukraine?
No, I'm from
Oh.
Uruguay, South America.
Oh,
But
okay,
I'm
Uruguay.
well educated. And
Okay.
read a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
about like a bullshit. I don't go to the right channels. I go deep and dig,
Mm-hmm. Do your research? Yeah.
Primary sources.
right?
Yeah.
So I can even argue with you because there's no point to argue. It's a point to talk and educate from each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened in Ukraine? That everybody, and I'm not gonna argue on this. It's okay, whatever you believe. I'm not gonna say it is true.
Like you're talking about the recent events.
The recent events of Vladimir Putin and Ukraine, right?
Mhm.